it's Business Friend Zosa again, and today I wanted to talk to you a little bit about how you can help your child work on their stair climbing skills at home. So as children are developing the ability to go up and down stairs, they usually start crawling up and crawling back down backwards. And eventually, as they go through a series of progressions, they get to the point that they can go up and down the stairs the way that you and I do, even without holding onto a rail or holding anything. So what we might see first after crawling is standing and doing what's called a step two-step pattern. So they bring one foot up and the other foot comes together, up and together. And eventually get to a point that they can do a step over step pattern. 1, 2, 1, 2. And the same thing down the stairs. We'd see one step and then the other. And oftentimes they'll choose to always lead with the same side when they're using this step two-step pattern and eventually get to the place where they can alternate their feet. So today we're going to talk about some strategies of how to work on that progression and getting them to an alternating foot pattern. So the first thing I want to say is you may be in a situation at home where your child is really independent going up and down the stairs, crawling, or even using a step two-step pattern. But as soon as we start working on changing that pattern, they're going to need a lot more supervision. You might have to block the stairs again in the interim until they really gain mastery with that skill. It's really important because we just obviously want to keep our kids safe. The other thing is that if you let them crawl up and down the stairs all day long and then only work on alternating foot pattern or step two-step pattern once a day, it's going to take them a really long time to master the skill. So when we're at that point that we really want to progress their ability to go up and down the stairs, the more you can practice it and have it be the only way that they're using the stairs, the better. So if you block the stairs off so that they can't access them unless you're helping them, that would really be ideal. But I know we can't always do things in an ideal way, so I just need you to do your best. So I'm going to bring my daughter in, and she's going to help demonstrate the way that I would help a child go to a step over step pattern. The first thing I did, which is one of my little tricks, is I put a different sticker on the toe of each of her shoes. So I have Paw Patrol or doggy stickers, and I have Minion stickers. A lot of my children don't understand left versus right. So if I said right foot, left foot, they would have no idea what I'm talking about. So by putting stickers on their shoes of familiar characters, or you can even use colors, red foot, blue foot, you can give them that cue and it's going to be a lot easier for them to understand. It also helps because now when you talk about moving their minion foot or their doggy foot, they're looking at the toes of their shoes and they're paying attention, and it slows them down a little bit. A lot of times what I find is when I'm working on stairs with kids at school, they're looking all over the place and they're not really paying attention in front of them. So by putting the stickers on their shoes and getting them to look at their feet, they're understanding what I'm asking in terms of right versus left, but they're also paying attention to their feet a little bit more. So Elena, come on in. So the first thing is we really want to encourage the child to hold the rail. Okay, you may not have a rail at home that's the right size for them to hold on to. So if that's the case, then I would have them just put one hand on the wall and then you can support them on the other side. But if you have a rail and they can reach it, you definitely want to encourage them to hold the rail to start. So I'm going to have you hold the rail, and I'm going to be on the other side, and when she's going up the stairs, I'm going to be slightly behind her and to the side. Okay, so I want you to go up first with minion foot. Good, and now all the way up with your doggy foot. Nice job. And now minion foot and doggy foot. Nice. Come all the way back down for me for a second. So as I'm doing that, I'm telling her what foot I want her to move, but I'm also giving her a little tap on the back of that leg to give her a cue as well. So if I have a kiddo who's really resisting alternating feet, I might give them a little bit more help. All right, so I want you to go up with minion foot, and that's no problem, but now she just wants to step together with her doggy foot and not step all the way up. I might, let's go doggy foot, really actually help her lift it up to that step. Minion foot. Good, and doggy foot, all the way up, good, and again, nice job, and come back down. So the other thing that I would just mention, when you're helping on the side that doesn't have the rail or the wall, a lot of times my kiddos will want to hold my hand and they will have a death grip on me. And it's really hard for me to give them less support when they're grabbing on so hard. Okay, so what I try to do as much as possible is to support them more at the elbow or at the forearm. And for even some of my kids who can do it pretty well but just get nervous, sometimes they even just hold on to their shirt and help them here. Okay, so now let's go ahead and go up. So you know how to alternate your feet, minion, doggy, and stop. Turn around. We're gonna put our hand here, got your foot. and I'm going to come to this hand. Now coming down the stairs is a little harder, so they might need more support. So sometimes I hold their forearm and let them hold onto my forearm. And now I want to be, again, a little bit to the side, but in front of them. And it also helps because sometimes looking down a full flight of stairs for kids can be a little bit scary. So if I'm in front of them, I'm also making it not so scary for them too, because they're looking at me and not looking all the way down the stairs. All right, so I'm going to have you come on down with your minion foot. Good, and your doggy foot. Good. Sometimes I have kiddos go up a couple steps for me. I have kids who need a little more support because they might buckle at their knee when they're trying to come down. So come on down with your minion foot. Good. And now with your doggy foot. So I might support the opposite knee as they're lowering down the stairs. Okay, so let's go up one more time. Once I know that my kiddo is pretty solid on the stairs, but I just feel like I need to maintain their safety a little bit, I might just choose to come down slightly in front of them, holding the rail and having them practice, and I can see what their feet are doing, but I'm not holding on to them at all. But if they start to fall down the stairs, I can block them and keep them safe. So let's go ahead and head down the stairs. Ready? Minion, doggy, minion, doggy. Nice job. So those are just a few little helpful hints on working on stair climbing skills with your child at home, and hopefully that helps. Thanks.